debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just do it.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blick at my VIP. Snicker my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his check, I know. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. Summer daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, me. Back your buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing comfy, cause can't name that got burn me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
in that, jump in that, jump in that fire, jump in that fire, jump in that whip, jump in that, drum in that, drum in that. Chopper doing circles, it's a bird, bird. Take him to the potty, he's a nerd. Pop out, I ain't seen hit corners in the burbs. Pop out, done politicking with the competition, what's the word? Put that on my mama, 8 in the process. Tryna tippy-toe through the progress. Tongue-tied when the truth is an object. What's the pros and the cons of this next check? Wasn't nobody round, I was independent. In a 97 bomb with the windows tinted. Heard a bomb got a in the party. Who the like this in the party? Them up, them up, them up, them up. I was seeing double in the projects, mad at myself, learning to put it to the side. Mama had to cater for the coupe that we rode after school on the way to Popeyes. And wanna play both sides, just a red dot, don't get on the wrong red eye. It's a headshot, they became woo them guys. Round them, 2 of them guys. I'm Paris, I'm France. I thought that I told you I need the advance. Put down your IG and look through my lens. $1 million to grandma, who did I offend? Me girl of your dreams, to me is a fan. I netted 10 million and did a little dance. I'm f***ing world, I my pants. My Uncle G told me that I had a chance. So then I popped out and did it again. And did it again and did it again. I cannot respect them, where did he begin? Advice from the council, let nobody in. Been swearing through rumors, avoiding the trends. And ducking the I'm ducking the loony that come with the shows. I'm grateful to man, he opened up doors. They bung on their tour bus to come and compose. I reach to the stars on my tippy toes. This greatest success where most fold. I tell you my past, that don't get old. But how could you ask? Like I don't be writing my raps. The critics got everyone tapped. You gotta relax. The city where nobody sleeps. Just tap in and ask where I'm at.
On your top 5 tonight. On your what's the name tonight. On your show's name tonight. I am the Omega. PG Lane, Rolly Gang, SIE. Don't you address me unless it's with 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a hold on, y'all playing with me, man. I am the Omega. PG Lane, Rolly Gang, SIE. Don't you address me unless it's with 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been ducking the social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a prophet. I answer to Metatron, Nick Gabrielle. Looking for a better me. I am a legacy. I come from the 70s. The Al Green offspring. And the melody, the big shot. Wrists on cryotherapy. Soon as I press that button, better get right like the emblem's coming. Us two when the light he ain't been through nothing. Day free. Got at least 1 B in the oven. I'm tripping. I'm jigging. My mental is amazing, brother. Pop off only on occasions, brother. Rich mama know I made it, brother. Go figure, never caught cases, brother. Face it, brother. Gracious, brother. New flows coming, be patient, brother. Show my then take you out of class like a multitask like Megan, brother. 2021, I ain't taking no prisoner. Last year, y'all up all a listener. Who went platinum? I call that a visitor. Who the back of them? All been falsified. The facts mean this is a vaccine and the game need me to survive. The Elohim, the rebirth. Before you get to the Father, you gotta holler at me first. On top 5s. That album, that single, burn that hard drive. Ain't nobody safe when I come up, and everybody that's outside. Who you with? Yeah, Kanye changed his life, but me, I'm still an old school Gemini. Let me jump in this. 2 phones, but I only bring 1 in this. 1 daughter, but they all my sons in this. No, getting done in this. I'm scary, I gotta in this. On top 5s. Stop playing, I'm that guy.
Number 2 DM in my. That's cool, I don't, that's why.
That's how I be happy. Just for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother near. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weeks since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In them dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like the New Orleans. Real shine. Like the Paranoia. Yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling, code 304. She don't want a 16 renegade on a 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no randomness. The sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In them dirty, dirty apartments, stay shining. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro, give me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Get my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse first. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang, gang, gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? The ghetto was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In them dirty, dirty apartments, stay shining. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In them dirty, dirty apartments, stay shining. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will put an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts and censorship bureaus out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted, mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed, yeah, it's just like y'all have been, like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, it's that chicken out again. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder say a few things that to the anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that. Why? But you can up. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you. My own kids, the brats. They can off. Them and you off. You too, Paul. Got two biggest root paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping. Never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bucs and the Cards. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
A good neighbor to nearby dad. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go in Glendale. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's Murray. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that means third down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They snap it to Murray. And they got home, sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Got his target, it's Otten. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Running back sent in motion. Mayfield now, blitz coming. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Benson on 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost them some yards.
Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play, and it'll be first down, Arizona. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escapes the pocket. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cardinals cut it to a load point on the scoreboard. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They kick the running back in motion. First down, here's Baker. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Motioning left is their running back. First and 10, it's Mayfield. That's a catch, Jalen McMillan. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Pressure coming. Baker hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field, because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
And the struggle's seeping into the ground game now as he's held up at the line.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Throwing, Baker. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. 1st and 10, Murray has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Now Murray on the play fake. Buying some time right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Running back sent in motion. Irving hauls it in. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Now here's Mayfield. This one finds Irving. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our 1st half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at 3rd and very long. Baker now from the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Boy, this defensive crew is locked in, and that O-line's head, they are a-spinning. Back-to-back sacks has this offense on skates, and those blockers can't figure out where this rush is coming from next.
Am I seeing this correctly? This punt is being returned from inside his own end zone. This certainly is going to help field position. 26 on the run back. And it'll be Cardinals football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. This reeled in by Benson. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. Able to get it to Benson. Juke the defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They've been leaving him open, and that is something they're going to have to button up in the near future, Brock, considering the type of start this guy is having.
Yeah, this running back's making all sorts of friends with his buddies in his offensive huddle. Enemies on the other side, but this kind of production means everybody's going to get to eat today.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back now, pressure on its way. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a second quarter lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Back to the air, Murray. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
Well, maybe some second-guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. This finds Evans, complete. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Irvin here from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Baker out of the pistol. That pass complete to Irving. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Tight end going in motion here. Mayfield on 1st and 10. This one's taken in by Otten. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Baker throwing again. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going for it again. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the gun, Mayfield. Has it down close. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Cardinals 13.
Ready to send this flight. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Buys time, rolling, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. Stays in the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurried throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. Receiver in motion, headed right. 2nd down, Mayfield to pass. That's to the sideline, and Evans has got it. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling the preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. This will be grabbed at the 5. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Throwing from near his own goal line. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Benson's got it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout.
That's good. Cardinals, first down.
1st and 10, Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
First down, here's Baker. He finds Evans, left side. And they get this down to the 28. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They are now set for 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Hauled in by Godwin. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Cut out left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. He's going to push one deep down the right. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. We've reached the break. The Bucs visitors, but... Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the third quarter underway. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. On the return, here's Palmer. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Baker. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Mayfield now from the gun. Completes this one to Otten. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again is Baker. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Culp with a catch. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Blitz coming. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Running back sent in motion left. From the 19. This one's taken in by Otten. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Carry here for Irving. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Now a carry by Irving. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Just 2 yards there on 2nd and goal, and still a ways to go now on 3rd.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Flush down now to his left. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Baker Mayfield a touchdown. His 3rd total score of this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it sets up 2nd down. Murray from the pistol. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
What's up?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. On the give, this is Irving. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lane's kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense, too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. They snap it to Murray. He finds him beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Back to the air, Murray. Chased out to his right. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6. So we're through 3 here. The Cardinals have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Murray. Taken in by Tip Ryman. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Arizona touchdown. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation. We both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in 1 game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. They've got first down from the 31.
Alert, alert, alert.
Here's the give to Irving. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Once again, Irving. Past midfield to the 45. And he's all the way down to the 36. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Again for the first time to Rashad White. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Irving on the inside give. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, gets the better defenses in this league.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Irving now. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Now it's Irving. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. 3rd down coming. They'll run this with Irving. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Buccaneers nearing their first win of the season. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Going with Irving here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Hey, only 33.
Running right, it's Irving. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here we go, it's Mayfield. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over until it's over.
And a man is there to knock that away.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
He connects downfield on 4th. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Murray here on 1st down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Looking to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. Now a big play for the Cardinals as they go for 2. Here he is to throw. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Glendale.